Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex supermodel, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager. Hello, this is the start of the videos we've been threatening to do for quite some time now, and that's to actually have a look at some screens, live in action. Obviously they'll be retrospective because we've not got a live stream. But anyway, so here we go then. Trading 101. We're looking at four things really here. So what do you need? What do you need to actually play along with us? Well, you need a trading account, obviously. Ours is a City Index account. That's just where we are. We originally FinSpreads, which were taken over by City Index, but it's irrelevant. Get yourself a trading account of some sort. You need 10 watch lists, which we'll show you how to feed in. There's a video on that, but we'll just briefly talk about that now. So the first 8 watch lists are Forex complexes. And what do we mean by a Forex complex? Well, that's the main currency. In this case, watch list 1 would be the euro, up against all the other currencies. So it would be euro yen, euro pound, euro CAD, euro AUD, euro NZD, euro CHF, and euro dollar. So you get 7 pairs per watch list. And you've got 8 major currencies there. So we'll show you that in a minute when we go to the screens. And so you've got your trading account, you've got your 8 watch lists sorted out, and watch list 9, it's useful to have gold, oil, US Treasuries, and US dollar index, and the final watch list 10. Is where we haven't written that down. Where watch list 10, let's have a look. Watch list 10 would be equities, so it would be S&P 500, the tech, and Wall Street, or Dow. So but we'll show you that in a minute anyway. So that's that. So you've got your trading account, you've got your 10 watch lists. You need an economic calendar then to look at, and obviously it's up to you, but we use FX Street. We find that suitable for our needs, so FX Street. And you also need the CRB index in our view, which stands for Commodity Research Bureau Index, and we'll show you how to access that in a minute on the internet, and what it's good for. And so the whole point of this is so that you can use these tools to determine transmissions and flows in the asset classes. And we'll talk about that, as I said, later as well. So, and the fourth one is just really HSO, head screwed on. Keep your head screwed on. They're the 4 things you need really, and obviously that's just flippancy really, but it's important. Keep your head screwed on with the other 3. So we'll stop it there, and we'll run you through the screens. The thing to realise is you don't need a big setup. You don't need an enormous great bank of monitors. You can trade very successfully to a high level just off one screen. You could do it off a phone even if you get your act together there. So that's the first thing to really remember. So we'll stop it there, and we'll show you the screens in a minute. So watch this space. Right, you have to forgive me for the quality. This is a handheld tripod. Anyway, here we are. We've got our first screen. We've got the City Index account. We've got rid of our account number, and you can see we've got £337.20 in there. What is it? Available to trade, cash, equity. So not big bucks, but anyway, we've got it. And the first 8 watch lists then. So if we go on to watch list 1, which is the euro, you can see straight away that the market you've got you can read this straight because the euro's first in line here, and you can see that we've got a couple of reds and the rest are blue. So we know the euro's not, as a complex, is not driving the market. So we can get rid of that. So and then watch list 2 is the yen, which is the opposite situation. Now you can see that's all blue. The yen's on the back end, so we can read that straight. So we know the yen's weak across the board. So we know that flows are, we've got a full complex move in the yen out of the yen because USD and euro and all the rest of it are positive. And the back end yen is negative. So that's we know straight away that the yen's we've got a full complex negative driver in the yen after about 10 seconds. So that's not bad. If we look at watch list 3, it's the pound. The only one you can't read straight is the euro pound. So you've got a positive on there and you've got a mix there. So we know the pound's not a major player at the moment in terms of flows. So we can get rid of that. Watch list 4 is the CAD. So you've got the CAD on the back end here, positive, CAD positive there, and you've got a crosswind on there. You've got pound. You've got pound CAD is negative, is positive, so the CAD's negative. So we know the CAD's not in play either. So we can get rid of that. Watch list 5. AUD then. So the AUD, you can see it's positive and negative. So the AUD is basically not in play either. And watch list 6 is the NZD. NZD positive, effectively, positive, and positive. So we know that the NZD is positively driving and the yen is negatively driving. So we've got a full complex move in the NZD and the yen. So number 7, watch list 7 is the chuff, and the chuff you can read straight apart from the Swiss franc yen, and you can see that's mixed. So we'll get rid of that. And watch list 8 is the dollar, and watch list 8. So we've got a mix on that as well because we've got positives with the dollar in front and back. So we get out of that. So as I said, you can see very quickly from those watch list setups that the yen's weak across the board, and the New Zealand dollar is strong across the board. So that's our initial flow assessment. And then if you go on to watch list 9, you can see that the US dollar is pretty flat, but it's slightly negative. And you've got UST bonds which are up, so you've got yields are down there. Gold is slightly positive, so that's inverse. So we've got a weak dollar. And crude is doing its own thing at minus 46. So that's where we are there. And watch list 10 finally, equities. You've got a sell-off in equities, which is across Wall Street, tech and S&P 500. So that's something to bear in mind with the transmissions. Right, so that's that. We'll get off that. If we move on to our economic calendar, as I say, we tend to use FX Street. So we've got it on a weekly, what's happening on the week. Monday was pretty limp data. Tuesday, which is today, was it Tuesday the 20th of the 2nd? We've got some a monetary policy report hearing for the pound, and we've got some CAD data coming out, consumer CPI, and but the main thing is Wednesday is we've got the Fed minutes. So the market's really just going to be dirging and positioning for these Fed minutes. So we're not actually going to be trading really realistically till Thursday, but we're just showing you what's going on. So Thursday we've got German tier 1 data, Euro tier 1 data, a pound tier 1. So So we're likely to have a go Thursday. So we'll try and hook that in on a separate video once we get going. So that's the economic calendar. Now we'll just go on to this our third tool effectively, which is the CRB index. If you type in CRB index into Google and then go on to trading economics, you basically get this CRB, which stands for Commodity Research Bureau Index. It's a sort of a mix of commodities, agricultural and otherwise, metals, you name it, and it's a weighted average. So if you scroll down to here on the right hand side, news, and you click on that more, you basically get a situation where they update you fairly regularly on what's going on. So FX updates, French stocks, stocks, Hang Seng, FTSE, etc. And if you look on the right hand side here, you can click on that. These are the asset classes shown to you quite quickly. So commodities, crude's down, and Brent as well, natural gas and gold, silver, and all that. So this is really just as an overview. We don't get too involved with it. And then you've got a Forex. So you've got dollar index is about 0.13% down. So it's a bit soft, as we said. And you've got major currencies there. And then you've got indexes, which is equities effectively. So you've got US, Japan, pound, and Europe, Germany, France, Italy, etc. And then you've got Australia and Shanghai and all the rest of it. So and then you've got stocks, which is individuals. So you've people like Apple, the big boys really, Microsoft, Amazon, and all the rest of it. So you can look at that. And then bonds, you can see that they're not really moving, but they're a bit, but the actual, these are yields. The yields are a little bit soft. Not much though. And then crypto, if you're interested in that, you've got crypto as well, Bitcoin and all this stuff there. So just stick it back on commodities. The only thing about this site is you do have to refresh it. So you just click the refresh button and you see if it's changed. But they write it up in quite a succinct, nice way, and that's useful. So that's what we're doing there. Right, so that's a whistle stop tour. So if we go back to the trading account, we know, as I said, we've got watch list 2. We've got a soft yen, and we've got soft equities, so that sort of flies in the face of the equity transmission. And if we go on to, I think it's watch list 6, New Zealand dollar. We've got this situation here where the New Zealand dollar is mildly positive across the board, which also flies in the face of the sort of risk on equity transmission. So really, the markets are sort of fairly up the creek at the moment, and they're sort of positioning for, as we said, positioning for the Fed minutes really on Wednesday, late Wednesday. So we'll stop it there. Hopefully that's useful, and I know it's a bit Heath Robinson on holding the controller, but there you go. So holding the tripod. But thanks for that. Let us know in the comments if that was useful, and we'll go from there. So thanks very much and goodbye.